Right, we are live. We are live. Fambulema bring warm greetings to Una from the TNN, then and now TV Media Empire. Today, now the 14th of June, 2023. Me where they talk to Una today. The time na misai is 8:30, to be specific, 8:37. Once again, I'm in Prince Emil Kroma. And we get a program where we don't bring to Una over 37 minutes ago, but shortly we will give the reasons why, and when I go see the caption. But in the meantime, I ask Fambulem before we go into the program and call we guest, Una please help for shape this program and please don't touch that dial. So once again, I bring warm greetings to Una Fambul. Just a quick reminder, this is not the TNN TV Media Empire. And me where they talk to Una once more, I'm in Prince Emil Kroma. And today happened to be the 14th of June, 2023. And we series on the race for State House continue, talking to people who are germane to the conversation from all background, all profession, all vocation. As long as we are on the same boat, when I say on the same boat, it's about country first, not strong men first, not party first, but country first. In this case, we've been supposed to have an interview with a brother called Baubai Kabia, who happens to be NGC as far as I understand. The moment we print out the flyer, I get communication from one or two people saying otherwise. So anyway, the interview being set up for go on as promised. Unfortunately, the reason we make we delay, if I can just put straightforward, I'll just put out straightforward. Now, because Francis by Kabia is having technical problems, serious technical problems, because sometimes you can help for resolve the issues. But in this case, Francis, I tell you, say I will call you on the phone and you do a phone interview for maybe 20 or 30 minutes because people and they expect for hearing from you and the conversation for go on. Because we've not been planned, we've been planned for call them off, we will have called it off, not 37 minutes late. So I hope you're ready for that because I'm just going to call you now anyway. So like I say, Francis just sent me a message and just to try for respond to them. And we plan. Since that we're not able to forget in video and audio for work on in gadgets, we go therefore call so we hold this conversation via WhatsApp, I believe. So let me see if I'm able to forget Francis. No, I need to forget I'm on video. I need a video call. But whilst they wait for get Francis, Una be with me. Hello. Hello.
Yeah.
Are you following the program or not, Francis? Yeah, but we talk to call you, and then you send me a message. We are live anyway, so I hope you're ready for the program. So Fambulem, we get, like Kabia explained, we get difficulty bringing Francis by Kabia on the usual live stream. We obviously for me not appear by my side, either the left side or the right side. Unfortunately, it encounter some technical issues. But what we have done is manage for Brian Cam on a live stream via WhatsApp. So in a matter of a minute, I go allow Francis Kabia for introduce himself. And this is not going to be a long interview. We're going to have to rearrange this interview because I really want him by my side instead of this means what we use now. But having said this, today I will just want to bring to my attention the most major consequence that we've seen yet about the June 24th elections, which is pending just less than 2 weeks away. Now, the statement, a position statement or a press conference held by the All People's Congress on basically what their position is. They're happy for give government an ultimatum. And this is serious, this is key, because what the ultimatum mean? What happens when the ultimatum expires? And even though this was a message, but to me, it wasn't kind of clear enough, because at some point, Dr. Samora say, well, we will challenge the results of the elections. But this is for another day. Hopefully tomorrow, Dr. Rita Conte will be on the platform for clarifications. We get Francis by Kabia. Francis, you want for greet Fambulem, and if you can introduce yourself, please.
Yeah, Fambulem, I do. Thanks for having me in the studio today. Let me apologize that for don't be a live broadcast to continue to the level explain the I will get. And we hopefully when I go singing the studio again and other scheduled dates where Mr. Police could provide. But me and Francis BAIBAI Kabia, the founder of movement Continental Europe, vice chairman for Continental Europe region, and also chairman and founder for the NGMT, which means the NGC Media team.
Okay, so Unadoye Francis say he's the chairman of the NGC team. He's also a founding member of NGC political party, and we're happy for being the vice chairperson. He's a founding member of the KKY movement. And Francis, I guess you're still there. So on the basis of your introduction in terms of your position then when you hold, I mean, this is no secret. Immediately after we released the flyers, there was news going all around that what you declaim, you are not. And I don't know whether you were able to see a picture one for show of a letter, apparently a letter. Yeah, a letter was written. We probably was stuck in letter. This is not NGC people that send me this letter. So if you're looking at the screen, I don't know if you see, you will see that letter there. And I can try to read the letter. You see that, man?
Yeah, yeah.
Are you familiar with this letter, Francis?
Of course, I'm familiar with it.
So this letter, they say you are not what you are claiming to be. You want to explain to Fambulem, please?
Of course, I will explain to Fambulem. So please, I'm glad the way this letter issue will be the first question I get my this platform. And it will find for like I explain to Sierra Leoneans, people that are watching all over the world.
You get all the time. You get all the time, Francis. Take your time.
Okay. One thing I want to make very clear is that the NGMT, the NGC, we work on that particular. I want to make something clear. Say we get some colleagues then. They we ordinarily NGC group. Almost want to clarify something. I am the founder of the NGC Group of Media. The NGC was founded by me. I tried to all the other colleagues I went to call them, say, they are regional media, it's time for them to put themselves together and for them to get a strong entity that will be the voice of the party. And then this entity we don't form from 2016, now formal. But on because of the party by then was very, very young, and we just 3 months before they allow me to take part. We are just 5. Me, the founder, Lansana Koksako, Ibn KKY, Arun Zubairu, then DJ Million. Now we put 5 people there together. That was in 2016, before the 2018 election. So unfortunately, we lost the election, and the NGMT died. And after we don't put pieces together, Therefore, for life I think the new bloggers inside the opposition. But I don't know if all that work will come. So now, this letter come, I just want to just give a preface on how the letter was formed. Now, for court, this story short, all these things start from January 28, 2023. When we get elected, we have to say that the party hierarchy or leadership decide to go form an alliance with the Baubai government. And because some of us, I'm using this particular say us because the pronoun us there, not to be one way that the NGMT way no support the alliance. Some of us that does not support the alliance, the other colleague members then are the executive. We get some of them will disagree with my own decision, not to follow the alliance at all. So they decide to rally around party members and members of the NGMT for suspend the leadership because I come out and pronounce openly that I am not going to support the alliance. I have explained my stance, and I believe that what I do not the right thing, and I'm not going back on what I've said. Therefore, we get some future-minded individuals between we, where they rally around the other colleagues, and then they send that letter. And if you work at the letter, you will see signatories, I think like 4 or 5. They sign. And in the executive, we are 10 in number. The final say the balance 5 then not sign the letter because we did not support the alliance. So they pass to send and go to the secretariat, and according to them, they copy the secretariat, and then when they send the letter out to me, I called the chairman, the acting chairman now, and the secretary general. And according to the secretary general, they say they are aware of the letter. Did you give them instruction for that? Because when we want to put ourselves together, we went through the normal procedure, go to the national secretariat, consulted by the then chairman, went to the party leader, Dr. Kabia, and they endorsed the NGMT and leadership. So if we not give the authority for them to suspend me from my leadership just because I refuse for support an alliance, will be not get any confidence in making any difference by the country, then it's okay by me. And then secondly, I then something very clear. The Secretary General, when I'm Mr. Ahmad Sharif, tell me, see, the letter has ceased here, but he know it's anybody. According to the Secretary, it's nobody for suspending. Everything they are with the letter. That was what they told me. So if you want me for letter, I elaborate on that particular letter. That's how it happened. For me, no say, if I represent the party, the Secretary General supposed to endorse the suspension. Not I the executive, the founders, executive members, then, or then decide for say that they take the leadership and adjust.
So let me ask you this, Francis. I want to ask you about procedures because you explained part of them within the NGC. Because the title did say inside of the NGC, and we expect, you forget qualification. How does the NGC machine work in terms of process and procedures, disciplinary suspension? What is the procedure? Is there an outline of how they work? And if there is there evaluation where supposedly you claim? How does it work? How will it work?
Yeah. For example, now, if I go against anti-party activity, I believe say the party secretariat or disciplinary committee for calling me, interview me, ask me the outside of the story, and then the people come to a conclusion.
So that's what you believe. That I just want to get it straight. Sorry for barging in. You expressed it that you believe. The question what they try to ask you, this is a national party, political party. So it gets in conditions, the terms and conditions, membership, XYZ. Not waiting personally somebody believe. In other words, waiting at the procedures within the party in terms of your situation where eventually, as you say, people can come together where probably not to the right people or the kind of people we're supposed to suspend you.
That is what I'm explaining now. I say we have a disciplinary committee in the party. And when you go against anti-party activity, the party will call you the individual. I give at least question you, and then I know the young side of the story. That's one of the procedures. For example, according to the data on the right, they say according to some audios they were bring out on the issue, the spokesperson for the movie where they always attack people say claims they go about this anti-party activity. You understand? So therefore, if I'm going against anti-party activity, not to every member of the NGMT for calling me for attention, like the party secretariat or party disciplinary committee, and for call me and tell me, say, this is what I do, and this what I'm doing is wrong. But nobody calls me.
So therefore, you consider this suspension or sacking as illegal.
As
illegal. You yeah, okay.
Illegal, yes.
Okay. So hang on now. Yeah, let's
my position.
Yeah, that's what I saw you doing. That's why I'm asking this, because we need clarification on media. Now, Francis, if this not to the party position as opposed to the one that we're supposed to take the action, haven't taken such action against you, this is not just group of other people that we're not supposed to take the action, and you challenge them. Have you taken your complaint? Do you have like a grievance committee? You don't take complaint, go forward, is it been looked into? But for begin with, you don't make complaint to the people that we think saying that the appropriate authority them?
No, I don't make complaint, because according to how the situation in the country now, everybody is busy. And they can campaign and they go up and down, they get any return, they get nobody. They get nobody. Right now they're busy. So I want, after the election, everything on done, then I decide to complete that the party will not begin to operate by itself. That according to how they say the alliance, the party still operate by itself. Then write me, you don't complain and send them to the secretary. But I tell you, I will say they get time, or then they do for looking for the case, and then if it's possible for them to call me, then they will call me, or whatever they want for do, they will do after I don't file any complaint.
So as far as you're concerned right now, as we speak, you still retain your original position, then where you've been getting at the party?
first and foremost, I wanted something very clear. The only position where they send that letter for is for the NGMT. That's what I'm still the vice chairman for NGC Continental Europe. My position still that is not in Sugar. It is only the position of the chairman for the NGC Global Media Team.
Now, in question, and still landing, you still not agree with them. You still occupy that position there.
Of course.
Okay, Francis. Let me move on. And Fambul, and just a quick reminder: we talk to Francis BAIBAI Kabia. He is, as Unadon the chairman of the NGC Global Media Team, and is a founding member of the NGC political party, of which he is the vice chairperson. Of course, there are questions being asked around this because the letter circulated the media. I got sent that letter for proof. The man does not really occupy the position, but I don't hear from the man himself. So we talk to him, and this is what we do on this platform. One of the issues then where you cite, which is of interest to both me and many other people, is certain thing happened within the party structure in which an alliance was formed with the current ruling government. Now, the person will instigate this alliance, will eventually moved and joined the Sierra Leone People's Party, happened for be Dr. Kande Kole Yunkela. And according to you publicly here, part of the campaign against you is because you oppose to that particular move there. Am I correct?
Yes, of course.
So why you opposed to the move, Francis?
Yeah, one thing I wanted we all understand, in politics, people can get a different agenda when they come into politics. And me, my interest in Sierra Leone politics is to fight for the Sierra Leone people. From 1961, we take independence of that country. Now it's aggression no more we see. And that was why my campaign was against the two orthodox parties in Nigeria. Because at them party, some of we don't know all we like. I want to remind Sierra Leone that before the NGC was formed, or before Dr. Kande Yunkela showed up in Sierra Leone politics, I was an executive and senior member of the Sierra Leone People's Party. And if at all I did choose any party in Sierra Leone or form an alliance with, I should have chosen the SLP because I'm the party that I don't know all my life. Before Dr. Kande Yunkela showed. And I follow Dr. Kande Yunkela because of the determination, the enthusiasm we show for the narrative, the dynamics, and the trajectory of Sierra Leone politics. And the promise we give, man like me, he said with the leadership, and only with the leadership, now you go able to execute in dream for that country. And because I didn't trust in what he tell me, and that was why I said, oh, this is the right leader. Investigate about like the youth that Sierra Leone, like my international community. Yes, I think we don't get a redeemer or problem now. And that was why I was calling him to follow my audios, follow my programs on Facebook. In 2013, I get a platform on Facebook called Salon Force, the stage of Dr. Kande Yunkela. In 2013, when I started the program, would have been following me on Facebook with tell you that. And that we massacred him as far as we concerned. Showing the incumbent when he believes say that the worst government ever since we taken and I believe say the man can walk. No is the way Sierra Leoneans that is suffer. How things don't get out of hand. The human rights abuse, high rates of corruption, and the lack of good healthcare facilities, education, rather than the flagship program. Some of who get children in a salon, where there's a free quality education. We know almost we spend. What about the one they make me forget her? Up till now, teenagers then as I do, then are street they sell cold water and all the rest. People that want to talk, they will cartoon them and jail them. The ordinary basic commodities, we will call the bread and butter issue. It's not even, it is not nothing to write home about. Prices are skyrocketing in the country, here and there. So you tell me, it's all the names that we don't call issue, we don't call SL people, not to say that bad news, we call them. What is the right thing we do? At the end of the day, we leaders just can't tell me so. We need complete forgiveness for unite the country. Okay, I agree. But how will they forgive? And how will they unite? What do they believe by forgiveness? When you don't call two twin brothers, them Al-Hussein and Al-Hassan, you like small one concept, they share. I believe you call Al-Hussein, you call Al-Hassan, you put them together, then you preach forgiveness, they will try to forgive this assassination, that they will forge ahead positive. That is what I believe in, forgiveness and unity. But if you know they tell me, say you they go form an alliance with somebody what they call Al-Hussein and Al-Hassan. You go to the one who has Al-Hussein, then instead of go form an alliance, then at the end of the day, you let the Al-Hussein. Then what is the Al-Hussein Muslim? Is that peace? A country that is deeply divided, this particular election make no doubt about it. A deeply divided country. So tribalism election now will go. Whether for elector or not elector, that is the truth.
Yes,
So therefore, the man that puts their own force does not get any affiliation with going to form an alliance with Baubai. So why we don't call Al-Hussein and Al-Hassan all timely for going to go join the Baubai and begin pressing Baubai? That means I'm not getting integrity. I can't do that.
Okay.
I can't do that. The Sierra Leonean people, where they talk for, where I keep quiet all these months. Then they call me, then they bombard me phone. Chairman, what is going to happen? Let me hear voice again. What is they call? They already said don't put you in an NGC. They will read this, will read that. And that is why I'm happy to come and talk to them. That this is the reason. I trust everything what the decision I don't take. And I believe in the right decision. But let's keep quiet and see how the game will play. But as far as I'm concerned, this particular alliance not get any impact to get alone. And if it will continue for impact the country more, and it affected grow by the country. So there's nothing like forgiveness here, because the other side is bitter. And there's nothing like unity. So therefore, if you ask me, what you make, I think that particular decision is because I don't want to take back, or like okay, say, I go back to the moment.
Okay.
I don't even know how I'm going to propose the concept. The praise power after.
Okay, Francis. Okay, Francis. I think point made there, and if I understand you well, and other audience understand you well, it's a matter of principle. And in this case, you exhibit more principle than even Dr. Kande Yumkela, who after all these many years of saying salon first, end up for go join Bishi and Udana Alusan or Udana Alasan, but end up for joining them. So I think we get our points there. And because you dissent from that view there, according to you, that's why you're in trouble. Give us a picture of the inside of the NGC machine. How does it work, both then and now? Because to many viewers from the outside, the party they in complete disarray. So if you see the flyer, we ask whether they implode or whether it not implode. They go with Dr. Kande, go it scatter boku in them, it drop boku bad blood. But you get for them on the inside for let you understand what thing they happen. And we believe say you ready for explain to the general public exactly what in your position and what they go on inside the party.
On that question, Mr. Kuma.
Yeah.
I wanted something clear. I said it in the beginning of the interview. From after the 28th of January, if I tell you, say, at the any, I know nothing wrong between the party right now. Because as far as I'm concerned, the knowledge for the party begin get an unfortunate breakdown from after the 28th of January. And from that 10 days, we did some consultations. We really minimally participate because I was bittered by the way we were treated. Even though I went to 1 or 2 weeks where we tried to talk with Dr. Kande, can I try to talk to me and try to make it points clear. But with all waiting and listening, I'm not able to understand nothing because I don't see no reason will satisfy me with the explanations. And because of that, I stopped for attend meetings the way they call. I'm going to tell you how they operate now. In the inside, what is happening there, I don't know. But before, I will tell you, say, before the 28th of January, everything was intact and was running as we were running the party as a vibrant organization. And some of us may not begin to suspect something fishy. But I'm not going to talk without permission. And I did not make up my mind. Say, if nothing had been yet, it's also there for me. This time I take so, not there for take. And I got to collab exactly what happened here. If you don't people in China, they deny them. I say not possible. And that's why I strongly stand firm on the decision because people come in and tell you, yeah, Baba, you're not forgetting that you trust this man too much. You trust this man too much. I said, but I'm not seeing that thing what the man don't do. Because all the things they happen, the man Still, so we see, in the man with it map in front of me. Until the 28th of January, I cannot see waiting people and they tell me that it's go. So from, as I say, from that 28th of January till now, the interest be done waiting and call. Now, I talk say, I am a member of NDC, but as far as the alliance is concerned, for now, I just take the back seat and watch what will happen. Because I don't want to know anything. What's in the buy, what's in the sell, I don't want. If the alliance help for let power part change, that will be done. Because not for me that they change. Then they change for Sarai. And we all want to say, I don't get it. If not that way, then Dr. Kabia, they will put in your own expertise for help the country progress in a positive way, then that will be done. I will still accept that. So I don't get not for me, the better for you all. For all BAPCD, NPCB, C4C, everybody. So therefore, million instinct determination. This man on only alliance will not get to the Sahelian people.
An unholy alliance, BAIBAI. An unholy alliance.
To the people of Sahel.
So, BAIBAI, you come back to your point where you've been a make. You come back to your point where you've been a make. You remember we wasted, something like 37 minutes, and we need for catch up with a few things quickly. And I want to go inside your mindset. In this conversation, you tend for make we for understand that you will get so much faith and belief in Dr. Kane Yunkela. So me want ask question: who side this faith and belief me come out? You been Sabia previously. What did you read of him or see of him? Will make you commend so much of your trust, if not 100% or more percent, but at least a significant portion of a percent for say, well, this not the man. What's going to be the basis of your information for let you make that commitment today?
Okay. Dr. Kane Yunkela, I don't know, can I guess the year? I believe say during the MPRC government, I think 1996 or no? Not 96. When MPRC take over, I don't appointed Minister of, I don't know if Internal Affairs or Trade, Nasaro. And he came and work with the MPRC government, and he say they're not going for work with the Baubai because probably they find out say the MPRC by then they're not being mature, they don't take advice, they're not listen to people, then they do what they want. And because the one staying in your own integrity, or how we go call them, he resigned peacefully and left. And that should say he was a honorable man, and a man with integrity, and a man where, by that time I look at it to say, a man who mean well, and one of the king well, I'm to his highest thing. And then when I read about the international community, the way we work, now you need to, the second time, we then for going to election, the kind of leadership going to election, everybody will be supposed to stand against them, all stood down. He went unopposed. He went unopposed, and you know what that means. But like an international position like that, people that they come all over the world for fight for, and people that just look no more, nobody not come up against them. It's a plus to her. And that alone don't do for them. They buy me over, say, this man, a man with credibility, a man with leadership skills, and a man who could know how to run the nation. And the way the man they portray is they show you the experience and the expertise where you learn the international world. I remember the time we Dr. Kane Yunkela get a press conference. Is this a press conference or get a meeting, farewell meeting, where everybody left for camp who can join the politics and salon. If you talk to the international community, the one word we talk, say, if you don't teach me, you don't believe something, you don't teach me all the things as I be so. And when I believe, say, I know. He said, when anyone go stand for become president, so that I will go make an environment where we invite una all can inside for can, una can invest. He said, if I not go now, he said the wrong people will. So in that particular conference or farewell message conference where we get, I've been seeing sincerity and honesty in her. And that was why I gave everything in me, faith in me power, for let this man be for able to take leadership. And guys execute in expertise in the country so that Sierra-Leoneans will benefit from. So if you ask me, that's some of the things that we think
okay.
Develop that time confident.
Okay. But bye-bye. That was then, and this is now. And from what we know now, you are disappointed. I don't want to use the word disgruntled, but disappointed, I believe, say, could be appropriate. And if you are disappointed, it means that your judgment then was either not thorough or proper. And now that make you feel let down at this time, which means that you read differently, because look at waiting play out. So you are left really disappointed. Because now you are talking and against this very leadership. We go back, according to you, you go back and go leak them. So this is huge disappointment for you. In other words, Dr. Kande deceived you and many of your other followers them.
I don't want to use the word deceive. It's not deceive me. The right word that I use there is disappoint. Trust me, I still believe in Dr. Kande in leadership.
But on which basis, Francis? And this is where people get a bit disappointed as well. On the other side, he give you a certain impression then at the camp, Francis. It gave you a certain impression then, which was very impressive. A lot of people went along with that and believed that. Sounded good, and especially when a Monday around Witsman and etc. And on that Witsman basis, Dr. Kande sell himself well again, because everything Dr. Kande says is Witsman and they pick me brain and what have you. That sounds quite impressive, which means that a person of that kind in interpretation is constructive and is promising and is progressive and things like that. These are all established facts. But in the end, with the benefit of hindsight, look what happened. And you just said it, Francis. He end up going to the side where everything else were gonna condemn and they look for a new beginning. That's where he ended up.
Yeah, but me not call them an deceive. I call them disappointment. Disappointment, okay? First and foremost, I want to get one thing. I don't know the reason why Dr. Kande decided to join me. That's what in the first place. I'm using best known to her.
You mean for rejoin?
Well, I don't want to say rejoin. When somebody don't resign, don't left. If you go back now, join a new, you got a new member.
Okay.
You start from fresh. So, one thing that I established here is that Dr. Kande Yunkela, all the credibility to get both home and abroad. Before now, I believe saying that a genuine credibility. The man is we get credibility. We in any society, if you know, I don't know maybe young or the cow has with all waiting we don't investigate about. Now we get credibility. The reason one is decide for join, make an alliance in that program. Because I want green that is if the people already you say that they are around that. Because all what we expect, not they expect alliance with the incumbent. But one thing we believe, still that we have, that with Dr. Kande Yunkela in leadership, when I say leadership, I know they say even a good young, any kind of position, as Commander-in-Chief of Sierra Leone, I believe that Dr. Kande Yunkela can change Sierra Leone, and it will change a lot of things. But with this way, how we go join this alliance, there is no difference, nothing for us. I'm telling you, and at that I believe. I don't want them to waste the time, and something at the end of the day, I will come shame. But one thing, I don't want to believe, I don't want you say, Dr. Kande Yunkela not this people. But one thing which he do, disappoints me. That's I'm not shy for say that.
Okay. Francis, many thanks again for that clarification there and a brilliant insight. Waiting now you take right now about the NGC party as a whole. Does it still exist as a party? Not because I don't know exactly according to you still in your position, but we know say Dr. Kande left. Go join the alliance, it brings about, a rock the boat a bit. So some people are upset, some people are quiet, some people are gone, some people are not returned to the Sierra Leone People's Party, and etc. What's the exact status of the NGC now as we speak, Francis?
As far as me concerned, as a founder member of the party, and with all what I have contributed in that party for now, we are still today in a life support. The way we said in a very critical position right now.
Excuse me. Sorry about that.
Whether SFPP win the election, to me, I believe say, NGC not going to come out from life. APC win the election, probably, NGC will begin divide for the life support. But if the present government win this election, trust me, 80% of those who went to the alliance will probably need to come back again.
Okay.
So, and then within that 30%, almost 75% of them are the current stakeholders and strong pillars of the party.
Right.
So if we are critical, I don't work so distant. If you work, if you not take them, I will be there of NGC.
So for now, you know that you're on life support. For now, you know that you're on life support.
If you're on life support, of course.
So would I go take them off that life support day, or which means when I get for use now for take them off that life support? Where you not get talisman, charismatic man like Dr. Kande. Who else? And the state where the party the life support.
The only way we know that is after the election. But for now, I don't think I can answer to that question. The only thing I believe that the party is on life support, right?
Okay, Francis. Earlier on, you talk about the country. You see now one of the brave people it as it is, the condition of the country and what have you, but this was just in passing because we need to talk about something else. But really and truly, what are your views regarding the country politically? And you know the political thing, the way they happen in the country. And as we speak, they go to election legally. But the major event will take place today when the opposition party, the All People's Congress, put out a position statement, if you like, and give the government an ultimatum. I shall say, a man we crude on the social media, you must have seen, must have watched. What's in the politic?
Well, one thing is I don't want to go too deep into APC the political affairs too much.
The country, Francis, the country, not really APC, the country, I myself want to talk about.
First and foremost, there's no fair being an APCian or SLPian, we don't take the country in African lifetime. That is the truth of the matter. You outside the union, they suffer. They are never suffer. Now, and one thing where I always talk to the family, the friends that I do, it's very unfortunate that we don't service with the same opportunity.
Yeah.
You don't put me in a position. But one thing very important. To me, they ask Saradin and the all the way register, we now let the voters and they appeal to them. They love Sierra Leone. As we national pledge, I want to use the first sentence of the national pledge. We say, the love, I love my love, I pledge my love and loyalty to my country, Sierra Leone. And that's what I said I didn't know. And how then we go for do? We get too evil, now we are. And I know they know the lesser evil now the country.
Yeah.
And then the kind of platform for can campaign for no party. Because as far as me concerned, the two parties, they're all designed in a way to kind of intelligent. But at the same time, one pandemic they win at the next. I appeal to Sierra Leone. When they feel the pinch, some of we, you know, they are country. If you don't with people in there, but who's how we do we safe? With the people in democracy, good governance, privileges, opportunities. We tap on them and we enjoy them. And that's the same thing I want for that country. The era where Sierra Leone and the British right now, the two for them. So the only way where they will get fresh air or where they will breathe fresh air in that country, they for vote for the left side.
Yeah.
So that they will breathe well. And from there, we will send a signal to the other one who lost the election. Say, we say now, down now, because you want to grab the full Sierra Leone and say, we're taking a power past 10 years. We don't change it now. When you can, work for we one time, well, we are ready to kick you and bring the other evil. So that because we don't get any good empathy again at the country now. So evil witches and wizards then get to that country. Therefore, we're going to wait it. And now, I am appealing to every side. Where the two evil that will get in the country, vote for the lesser evil. And then we start from there and see God out. Stop for me.
Wow, well said, my brother. It's a difficult situation, and this is well kind of understood. You really don't want the other one, but you have to make a comparative analysis between two devils, just like how you put them. Not too long ago, one of the devils let me get an opportunity for change the landscape because of his people and etc. They haven't done their job, and that's a fact. Fambule, when you talk to Francis BAIBAI Kabia, and he happened to be the chairman of the NGC global team, a founding member of the NGC political party, and in fact, he's the vice chairman of that particular body there. But there's a controversy because we don't understand this from the beginning, where he outlined exactly what they go on, and we don't wish for going to that again. But we are coming to the end of this program. I think I get one or two more questions for Francis. And we will get probably come back another day where the quality of the video and audio will be far much better than it is now. It's still not really bad because someone they see Francis right on the screen, on the other half of the screen, so which is good. I want for Leon to know the president of SAJ, Ahmed Nasrallah, aka the Monk, will be on the program this Saturday. This Saturday, the president of SAJ, Ahmed Nasrallah, will be on the program on this Saturday. Please keep that in your diary. On tomorrow, we get an MD candidate aspirant for the SLPP. Don't forget the constituency, but he will be on the platform for making case. And we also get Professor Unjai, who will be on the program, I believe, on Sunday. So we get plenty of programs in the country, and hopefully we will get the police spokesman or deputy CP in the country, Ibrahim Obre Kamara, will be on the program for let's talk about many things then when they happen. For now, we get BAIBAI. Kabia. BAIBAI, for bringing this program to an end, I get one or two questions, like I say. The NGC still have they get a manifesto for this election run. It's unfortunate that the talisman, is going to form an alliance. And this is where a lot of people are confused, including myself. The NGC is not going to be fielding candidates against the SLPP with which they form an alliance, but yet there is a manifesto, and you get two sides when we know of the party. One, and people that we deal with Dr. Kande is another, which means the party is kind of split. So going forward, BAIBAI, how is the NGC going to conduct themselves as you see them in the forthcoming elections?
I think that particular question is tough for me, but I'm able to just throw some small light and try to answer in the best way possible. As I tell you earlier, that since the 28th of January this year, I get less interest for how them. As far as social media concerned, and I think there's some forums which I can get some highlights. And people that we trust in me, keep quiet, can call me, and they give me updates on how things they happen. I just understand that is why, first and foremost, I say, if you don't take a good decision, but this is the best decision you ever take for yourself. Because if we go into an alliance, we don't sacrifice the flag hierarchy. I believe saying power for sacrifice a lot of other areas then we believe say if we don't even get the flag hierarchy, at least we don't get a reasonable amount of parliamentarians they won't get for speak for party. And the basic that will be for me here. We get members then of party who come and stand for parliament in the area of where everybody will stand between even now we don't support the kind of alliance.
Yeah.
I believe if we did that Kabia and Koinadu, Falaba, we get casted on them on the cannot be the same. If we really want for them, we take them and add more, but we will get strong voice. Remember, when power and power from the mouth of the leadership, the first aim and objective is to make sure that NGC no exists again in that country.
Yeah.
We get Ola and see the way they go automatically. I believe say the leadership of the power will achieve that dream. We first and foremost and talk when we take power 2018. So therefore, as I say, I don't want to get deep into that because I'm not interested in what they do. Because if I say now I want to go into them, automatically they will see me like how they go against party, anti-party activity. Who knows what after this start they will just decide to take a decision. Well, I'm not even me and my country I put before. I'm not even that even bother me. But what I am saying here is the way they go about their life, not sure say it's like purely another the intention of forgetting an alliance. I don't know what the intention might be, but what I believe is that this alliance is not for the NGC party. And that is why the party is split. People that were more educated than me, people that were know more politics than me, people that were more integrity than me, people that were more mature in their politics than me. They did not support the left. So they did not come from me alone. And that is why the party is deeply divided. When I'm telling you, it's deeply divided. You know, sometimes they go seek out we see them. What I'm telling you, I'm talking to a lot of them. They're not going to vote for Baubai. I'm talking to a lot of them. They're calling me. Yeah, I don't get time for call. But they're calling me. They're talking to me. Some of them don't get no other team. They don't just want to come out for stay their mind. But we have been in politics for going to 30 years, guys. And I've spent all my political life in SLP. Those who know me in Africa, they will tell you. We set for SLP, the work camp, the church way out of we went to Guinea. You ask prominent SLP and they know me. They know what was my role during that time. For that, look me own party and tell you I need to go into alliance with her. I'll let you know exactly the kind of thing why they feel for me, Sierra people.
Let me ask you my final two questions. BAIBAI. Many thanks for this. A former colleague of yours, Athopias. I don't know whether there's love lost between una all on part company somehow, but from your sentiments expressed here today, you might not be with him per se, but una hold almost the same view. He's upset as you are, disappointed as you are, but he left and go join another side. As we speak, he's in custody. I wonder what you view as a former comrade, a former colleague, a former party member of yours. What you view?
First and foremost, when I hear the unfortunate news about Athopias, I came out with a flyer and talked to all Sierra Leoneans that I stand by him. I pray that God will give them the courage to go through what they go through. Because that is the life of politicians. It is rather unfortunate that we find ourselves in a country, in a society, where people do not get freedom for doing what they want. It's rather unfortunate. This thing that you were, I believe, say, as appears, they go through not because he left NGC. It is because there's some people that we in the NGC, we purely hate Atopia.
So yes, I was going to ask that here, but continue making your point, because I see some people and they celebrate, even though they all once upon a time were brothers in arms.
I believe thoroughly that some of them orchestrate the situation Appiah's finds it. But I must say,
we'll expose them.
Pray to God, let God give them the courage. Let God give them the courage. Let God give them the strength. Or let it endure, because at that moment we need right now. And make at least, even though I listen to Samuel Kamara in conference today, they don't appeal to the government for the immediate release of Atopia and other political detainees when I APCN. I hope the government will listen and let them do that, because as far as I'm concerned, he did no wrong. If Atopia go join APC, then right. And that he decides for do. For trigger somebody for let it go, so that kind of trigger for them for them set up.
Exactly. Exactly. And you fail to complete it.
Freedom. But at the same time, that is politics. Probably it might be either I might be the next person. I don't know.
Absolutely, absolutely. You don't know who's next.
I do politics. I never pray for that. But one thing about I do politics, you know, for talk, thing we right. You know, for talk against somebody who then the other people then take as their legal. Automatically, what they do? I perceive it freedom, intimidation, and at least we party this stand
against. Yeah.
The party when at the end, and that will be the fight against. And now they look their own fellow colleague just because of a not agree to follow an alliance. You decide for. I don't get any individual man, but I believe that it was a setup. And according to what the media seen at the NC, not just 1 or 2 men that they with those coup plotters, we set that coup for us.
Yeah.
This is my take. And I hope they go able to get the courage to go to what they go to. And trust me, I stand by Atopias and nothing is shaken.
Yeah, we will follow this story. Trust me, my brother, because it makes absolute sense that we get to the bottom of this story. So yes, we will follow up on the story. My final question to you. Okay, call coming in. Let's ignore this for now. Let's go back to. Yes, I mean, just to say, I'm not quite things you get me because call me coming to disrupt. But your points were made, and the points they seem for resonate with a lot of people and the sentiments they want to get out there. That certain people, some in the diaspora here, some others former comrade in arms with Atopia, when they all been share the same thing, and now become public enemies to a point where they kind of, they gloat over the arrest of him as if it's just anybody, and if anything should befall him, these people are equally happy, and this is unacceptable. But we will try to get to the bottom of this, because if it's only Arthur, they probably to them they think that it's no problem. But when we keep quiet and silent, just like you say, you don't know whether you're going to be next. I don't know whether I'm going to be next. This is the kind of situation we find ourselves with some of the people that we all travel the in-house of social media. The final question to you, Francis, is if you were to have an opportunity today for see Dr. Kande Yumkela one-to-one, you're in a room with him or anywhere, just one-to-one, what would you tell him?
This particular question, I mean, really expect that.
Okay.
And so, thank you very much for what you bring. The first thing I would say, Dr. Kande, I tell and say, Dr. Kande, can I be accountable? That's number one. Number two, and before ask questions. If we know eventually therefore can join SLPP, why you allow me for example SLPP and join? And I will say before actually for me to start. And I will ask Dr. Kabia, if you don't say you get for back SLPP, why make some of we put with integrity, put with life, put with family and life, spend with money, with finance. This party, we will say not to one. President to be one being at the country. And now peace you can come for can make at the country. Why make you make the best all what we get? With integrity, with put with family in the life, spend with finance. We all know about it. Everybody get different jobs we do, but we all know how we suffer for money. Born picking them, something that they suffer in picking them. When you have to spend and take us some company. Dr. Kande, some of these are some of the questions I should have asked you. Why do you not say you get for Tomba? And you allow me for them to spend so much? Why do you not say you get for Tomba? You allow them to cost me my money. They take me now. If I come and cost me mama, all kind of that of APC, they take me now, zero tolerance, nice people. Just because of Dr. Kande Yumkela. They put murder case on the aid. Just because of Dr. Kande Yumkela. I go ask him, why did I go through all this thing? Because of BAIBAI wouldn't refer as king to me. In Holland. You ask now Europe here, they tell you all over the world, they make a video, put a picture all over the world. They say, I don't kill BAIBAI or fire with which God. All because of Dr. Kande Yumkela. Why did you go? Let me go through all those trauma. When you know, say, you go back. These are some of the questions I will ask you. Lastly, I could say, I felt disappointed. Trust me, that is why a man like me, simple and clean, I will never support an alliance like that. The main target of this war is to say I don't be a better place. Because now the only country out there. I see other countries, then they all come off from this colonial archaic form of governance. And the wrong countries like Rwanda, Ghana, Mozambique, South Africa, Nigeria, Sierra Leone, where are we going? Look at Zambia. All of them are running away from the same thing I don't be proud of. Do you understand? Please.
Yep.
I wanted to give me this opportunity for that talk to the diaspora.
Sure.
As this is your last question, I just send a message to the diaspora.
Please do.
The fellow Sierra Leoneans will live outside Sierra Leone. It's time for them to show some patriotism and love for the country. especially for those of you who are living in Europe, America, Asia, Canada, and Australia. You guys are enjoying democracy, good governance, good facility for your children and your family. Please, let's put sentiments aside. Let's once think about our people. Remember, no clean water to drink, no food to eat, no shelter to live on, no medical care, no infrastructure, no education. Today I would enjoy. You guys are enjoying it here. Why can't we, for once, in the same way for people in Sierra Leone? Stop for the amplified evil in the country. Allow the talk to, allow faith God. Always want to prove that we are religious. Every month, every year, 1 month, the Muslims take fast. And if we are not watching at the beginning of fast, some of you are not for the evening. Remember for the support evil in our country. Christian also. Every year, there'll be a period of time. The woman says, take fast. If we're not watching at the beginning of fast, they will not for the support evil in the country. Sierra Leone is going down. Our people are perishing. They are suffering. People that go there, they make audio them, they amplify evil in the country. While I want to say, God, they see. And I promise you guys, as from now, for any audio wording, at the end of the audio, I swear, including myself, if what you do so, now any political party I support, let God not make the picking that it's me benefit. Or let not it's me picking and benefit. Let me picking and not prosper. But if you do that for the nation, and they do it, by the grace of God, I'm going to win my own fatal effect. Because all I want is to let Sierra Leone be a better place. Thank you, Mr. Prince.
No worries at all. Again, Fambulem, that was the voice of Francis BAIBAI Kabia. He holds very senior positions within the NGC. We can understand that the NGC they go in oil. So a group of people, according to him, and from the structure who asked for, that's why we were clear, ask questions regarding who is responsible to take actions. Is there a handbook? Are there guidelines? Are there policies on how they take action and kind of thing there for suspend somebody? Not to kuku jumuku, 2-3 people and go meet because they don't like you, and then write letter. Well, we go try for do a follow-up on that, but for now, all we know is Francis is saying that he continue for remaining in position indeed. And the sentiments that we express, of course, they are clear out there for Una Sierra Leoneans and for adjudicate. And Unayeri in final appeal, so poignant, so well put. We need for consider we country. Those of us that find ourselves in far-flung places outside of Sierra Leone, who most likely might be doing well in many respects, get access to different kind of amenities, able for go work, get money, they raise you, picking them family, electricity, water. These are the things we're supposed to think about, not the politics of individual, not the politics of party, but first and foremost, the politics of tree, and then party, and who is going to head those parties. What are their true intentions? Ask more, talk more. This has been a Then and Now TV media production. For this particular production, and like I tell you now, and not forget, there is more to come. And how would they get them? Now, so they give una. So Fambulem, I beg, you have to take a leave now. Don't forget, Francis BAIBAI will be get today, and we get for going and come back, by the way. So can I say goodbye for now? Many thanks for all of those of you who are tuning And this is not the end. Goodbye until we catch up again. Thank you.